Hope you all have a good day. In the previous class, we learned about how taxes were imposed and the outbreak of revolution. In today's class, we are going to learn about how France became a constitutional monarchy from an absolute monarchy and the political system of France under the Constitution of 1791. The National Assembly was able to complete the drafting of the Constitution in the year 1791. The main objective was to limit the power of the monarch. Instead of power being in the hands of one person, now the power was separated and assigned to different institutions such as legislative, executive, and judiciary, just like how Montesquieu had proposed, and this made France a constitutional monarchy. And now, what is a constitutional monarchy? Constitutional monarchy is the system of government in which a country is ruled by king and queen, or the king or queen act as the head of the state within the parameters of written or unwritten constitution. United Kingdom is an example of modern constitutional monarchy. Let's go to the next topic, the political system under the Constitution of 1791. Citizens got to vote for a group of electors who in turn would choose the assembly. Okay, let's understand the concept of citizens first, because it's not same as the concept that we have today in the 21st century. So, in 1791 there were two kinds of citizens, passive and active citizens. Passive citizens consist of women, children and youth below 25, while the active citizens are only men above 25 years of age who unpaid taxes to at least 3 days of laborer's wage. Only these people were given the status of active citizens. So now we must understand the active citizens were only able to vote and elect an elector who in turn chose the assembly. So only about 4 million population of a 28 million were considered as active citizens and had the right to vote. So the remaining men and all women remained as passive citizens. So not all the citizens had the right to vote and qualify as an elector. A man had to belong to highest bracket of tax pay to become an elector. Now let's see how the political system works. So we have judiciary, executive and legislative. There were active citizens, as we have learned before, that they were the men who were 25 years of age and paid taxes. So, those men and active citizens were able to vote for the judiciary and also vote for electors. And electors got to vote for the National Assembly. And the king, who is from the executive, got to vote for National Assembly as well. So for the National Assembly, electors and king voted. On the other hand, the National Assembly were able to control both the king and the ministry. So here, if you look into the picture, the power was divided and everyone had a role to play. This system was very different from absolute monarchy, and this is how the political system exists in the late 18th century in France. Now, let's see the Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizens. The French Constitution started with a declaration of rights of men and citizens. Rights such as the right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality, and the national and inalienable right, which belonged to each human being by birth. They had the right which still exists even today in all our constitution. State has the duty to protect each citizen's natural rights. So, these are the some of the declaration of men and citizens. Okay students, that's all for today's class.